you?
Alexa. How are you?
I'm so good.
Good.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me.
thank you for being here. I was just listening to your previous interview, making my whole morning hearing you talk about the thumb thumbs. That's just
Listen, they were really, really fun.
well, everyone to this day, like my generation, we just talk about how much we loved those movies and especially the thumb thumbs. So that made my whole morning.
Well, I think the last guy was a little creeped out. No way. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. That makes my heart so full. Well, get ready because some really cool stuff is coming.
Yeah, well, yay, that makes me so happy. Well, I want to talk about just what you're actually here to talk about, even though I could talk about Spy Kids all day. I wanted to start with just, can you kind of explain like what World Vision is for people who don't know and how it can be used?
Yeah. So World Vision is a Christian humanitarian organization, and they are all over the world giving back in so many different ways. They help, get people clean water. They help after disasters. They help. Give them just like tools to help lift families out of poverty. So there's just like they don't stop. A couple years ago, and this is all over the world. But a couple years ago, I was in Los Angeles at the LA Dream Center, doing outreach there, where World Vision was just meeting every single need of the community. And I had a woman come up to our friend Brian from World Vision and just saying, hey, the second we said we write you guys and say, hey, we need this, trucks just show up filled with this item or the need that we asked for. And she's like, I'm blown away with how you guys do it. I don't know how you do it, but I'm so grateful. And for me, being a bystander, that was just such a cool moment of going like, wow, you guys are literally helping meet every need all over the world, and you're doing it in a way that is even just wowing like these organizations. And it was very impressive. And I love how they partner up with so many different people.
Well, how did you kind of get involved with World Vision?
So it's wild. I love volunteering. I love giving back. I actually started giving to World Vision, I think about like 10 years ago. It might, no, longer now. It might be like 13 years, a very long time. And then just over the last couple years, I got in touch with somebody over at World Vision, and we just found different ways that we could work together. One of them was this bracelet, actually. It's made, handmade by women in Colombia, artisan, fair trade ladies over there who are just making really awesome stuff. And it's for their gift catalog. And in this gift catalog, obviously there are gifts like this, but there are other really, really cool gifts that you can give, like goats, chickens, ducks. And this has been a fun point for me with my kids to talk about ways that we can give back to families, because when you give a goat, that is a tool for these families. It not only meets the needs of food, where they're getting milk and cheese and yogurt, but they can now take these items and sell them, allowing the family to make an income and become self-sustaining. And that's really the goal here is how do we give people the tools, teach them how to fish, right? So they're really trying to supply people with all the tools that they need so that they become self-sustaining.
Yeah, and I was curious too, like if people are in need of things, how do they kind of get in touch with World Vision to just say like, hey, we're in need of this or that sort of thing?
I think so. I think you can go to worldvision.org if you are in need as well, because there's so many different ways that you can approach them. But then also for other people to volunteer with World Vision, along with different ways that you can give. It's not just through the gift catalog. There's so many different avenues that they have for people. And then also they work closely with so many different communities and different churches and other organizations. And that's, again, something I love about World Vision. Sometimes you don't always see different organizations coming together. And that's something World Vision really believes in, is they're like, hey, we're all here to help. And we love partnering with people. And they do a great job at that.
Yeah, and you mentioned how you've talked to your kids about giving back. So how do you kind of have those
Yeah.
conversations with them?
Well, I love bringing my kids to these different different kind of like ways to give back, right? So we'll go to different homeless shelters. We'll go to after disaster relief. I'll even bring them with me to come help the needs of others. So I don't really shelter them from that because I want them to understand like one, the blessing that they have, but two, the importance and the impact of what it means to show up for others and how we need to be a part of the group that does that. And because I want them to be those people when they're older that are giving back and showing up for others. But particularly the gift catalog has been really, really fun because they do ask, they're like, okay, if I give a chicken, what does that mean for a family? And then the best part is overhearing them telling their friends about how, bro, you really need to give a goat this Christmas because you're like, oh my gosh, my parenting is working. They're actually telling other people about this.
Well, and I love like because as I was like learning about this, like the idea of like last minute gift giving, doing something in
Yeah.
honor of someone else, putting like their name on a
Yes.
gift. Can you talk a little bit more
Yeah.
about that?
Well, I think, look, we all love getting gifts. Who doesn't love it? It's so nice. But when you receive something that is actually life-changing and impactful, your heart is so full. And that's why I tell people, get involved. You want to be a part of something that's making like a real good change in this world. And I think receiving that gift, it just goes so much further than you know, because it is the gift that keeps on giving. This gift lasts for years. It's not just like, okay, well, I gave my gift and that's it. Like it has long lasting effects for these families. So I would just definitely say, one, this makes a great gift, but for sure, check out worldvision.org/Alexa. There's so many different ways that you can get involved and so many different ways that you can give. And I think you're going to really, really love it.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm down to my last like 30-ish seconds. So is there anything we haven't talked about that you'd like people to know?
No, I just think that, if there was ever a time to really give back and focus on the community and even how to serve the community in your area, not just around the world, definitely visit World Vision because like I said, there's so many different unique ways that you can give back and meet the needs of your community. And I know they want to step up and help. So if there's a community in need that you care about, let World Vision know about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today and talking about this. I love it so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Thank you
course.
so much.
Yeah, you have a great rest of your day and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. God bless. Bye.
Bye.